Hey y'all, I'm gonna be reacting to Kaeru no Pickles Kimochi no Iro episode number 2. And I'll be starting my reaction to this in 3, 2, 1, and go. I always like the cutesy little mascots that play right before the episode actually begins. Finding the sun. Kind of feels like a little, still like the type of storybook atmosphere it's going for. Because at the very least, the character designs are pretty dang detailed. I don't think that's cruelty though. Oh! Well, the lady is definitely not going to be getting the tip. I don't think the driver lady thinks she's annoying one bit, though. Because everyone in the life has their own bits of stress, and people like to sometimes unwind. And sometimes just talk to any other person, even a stranger, about their life. Oh, it's one of those cute little froggy creatures again. Oh, so they're called Pickles? Huh. That cute little name then explains the title of the anime in that case. Alright. Gotta admit, this is pretty cute. I'm gonna guess that this is the granddaughter-in-law that the lady was potentially talking about. I'm getting that kind of vibe. That was it. Honestly, for this one, I honestly liked episode 1 more. Don't get me wrong, I didn't think this episode was shit, but it wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it was okay, it was just there. Episode 1 at least had a narrative purpose that has the message of don't give up, even when you're going through a slump, work through that. Episode 1 had a message. Here, what's the message for this episode? Literally, an old lady was venting out her frustrations with her about her granddaughter-in-law. A pickle shows up. Our taxi driver has some fun. A pickle gets on his shoulder. Then a lady shows up that he's gonna drive, and that's it. What? This episode felt aimless in comparison to episode 1. So from a story standpoint, it wasn't that good. From a character standpoint, I thought the old lady had potential, but she just left the cab before she could have said more details about her personal life. And then for the driver, I thought there might have been something interesting, but the thing is though, they didn't show us enough about his stressful life to be all like, you know what? It's nice to see him relaxing. This episode didn't do enough for me to gain sympathy for him. In comparison to the girl in episode 1, I felt sympathy for her because even though I don't play basketball as a sport, I love watching basketball, and there are things where I dedicate my whole effort towards things, and seeing them not succeed makes me sad. So episode 1 was kind of relatable. Here it's like really nothing much to relate to. No rhyme or reason. The only thing that was good, I'll give it credit for something, the animation and artwork were, as far as the style goes, I thought it was animated well. It was uniquely done. I'll give it credit for that. Voice performances were good. I especially liked the voice performance from her old lady too when she was complaining. and then when she was apologizing. I love that. But in saying that, I need more substance from the series. And before you're telling me, but Anime Caveman, it's only 3 minutes, I don't want to hear those excuses because there are short animes this year that have premiered, like Obake Zukan and Extra Olympio Kilios. Those short animes are short, but they have depth. Extra Olympio Kilios is like a 4 minute short anime, but it's got depth because in that anime, it's got comedy. Yet simultaneously, it has themes of war. The main character is a pacifist trying to stop war. That series, and it even has like a awesome character development arc. And then for Abaki Zukan, even though it's also kid oriented with Hiroshi, he's got depth too because he goes from being fearful of ghosts to slowly accepting them in modern day society and becoming braver. Here, at least in the second episode, it felt like it was a downgrade. I was at least hoping that we would see the girl again from episode 1. Or at least a more interesting story. And that's why for this... Oh, and hello, Anime Doji. And that's why for this episode, I'm going to have to rate it. If I rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I gotta be honest, it gets a 4.75 out of 10 for me. It's a little bit below average. I'm definitely going to be watching episode 3. Oh, hope it ends up being fun, Anime Doji. I just hope episode 3 has more depth in the script. I hope. Episode 1 had depth. It had a good moral message. Here, I'm just wondering, what was the purpose aside from being cute? And the reason why I have these expectations is because episode 1 executed properly. That's why I have these high expectations. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on Kaeru no Pickles Kimochi no Iro episode 2. I thought it was disappointing. In saying that, I'm still going to check out episode 3 because I think the visual quality and the art style is good, and episode 1 enthralled me enough to want to give the series another chance. But anyways, before I go, I'd like to say just thank you, Anime and Dojoji, for commenting in the live chat, and for everyone else. Thank you so much for watching my live stream reaction. Hope you all have a great, safe, and fantastic day, and thank you all so much for watching my video, everyone. Bye-bye.